Welcome back, Elden Ring fans, to another video. And in today's video, we have my favorite anime character ever in Bleach, named Kenpachi Zaraki. He's an absolute fucking monster. If you have not seen Bleach, I do highly recommend watching season 1 through 5 to 6. That's at least as far as I've gotten caught up, really. But I just kind of got out of it because they did have a lot of filler. But Kenpachi is my favorite character. He's basically Broly from Dragon Ball Z, but instead of being huge and chunky and, just rage bonering, he's more along the sides of being battle hardened and battle starved. He purposely wears that eye patch to suppress his power just because he loves the relishing, battle that he's able to draw out more. He's able to keep people alive longer and fight them longer as long as they're a strong person, by suppressing his power so he doesn't kill them too fast. And that's fucking wild. And you can use a whole bunch of other things. I did use the Nagakiba as the blade that he does use for his Zanbakuto. I used the Duelist Axe as his Great Axe for his Bankai, which is basically a Super Saiyan power-up, but for a samurai sword. But we do have Wolverine. I did give you guys this now for Wolverine. This is my Logan that I personally made. That, of course, I do that with all my characters, but this is just the setup that also helped me make Kenpachi Zaraki. I had to change his skin color, thin out his face, make him a little bit more masculine, make the muscles pop a little bit more, his cheekbones be a little bit broader, but also thin out his cheeks. And then I had to change the color of him, give him a scar, change his hair color, change the size of his head. He's a very big man, so it was very hard to find a weapon that was a samurai sword that's that fucking long. He's huge in the anime. He's Broly height in the anime. He's very, very big, but he's very thin. So it was very hard to find armor and stuff like that to do it, but I tried to make it work as much as I could. So we do have Kenpachi Zaraki, and this is my Wolverine. I'm sorry that I didn't put, sit there and pause it from time to time, but I didn't want to make the video too long, and I wanted to get straight to the point while also giving you guys a little bit of extra because it's fun. So with Kenpachi Zaraki, though, there is a curved sword that you can technically use that is all eaten up and stuff, and it looks a lot like his Zanbakuto. But it's not long, and it isn't katana, so it really sucks that I couldn't use that. You can, just for looks and aesthetic, but I preferred the Nagakiba just because it's long enough, and it does make him look like a fucking beast when you put Barbaric Cry on it. You can use a whole bunch of axes, like I said, to represent his Bankai. But on top of that, I do have the problem with his armor. There's not very much armor to really represent a cloth upper body part to actually show that he's like I don't know exactly what they're called. I guess they're called gis or guys. I don't remember what the heck they're called. I'm thinking Dragon Ball Z again. But the upper body part that he would be using if he was a shinobi or a samurai warrior, or even somebody like I don't know what it's called. I'm not a super big anime expert who knows all that stuff. I'm just a nerd who only knows a little bit of everything. But like I said, basically the skit for this today is basically he's helping out Ichigo and his friends in the Soul Society. Now, one of my friends didn't really wear anything cool to look like Ichigo or anybody else, which I do have a build on that, but I was just helping him out, and it was a lot of fun. So as he's only in base game, but I'm in new game base 5, so you have to be extremely careful with this because, like I said, there's not very much armor I'm wearing. I'm just wearing the Noble's bottom skirt, and the rags. That's it on my hands. That's all I'm wearing. The bloodied rags, blood-soaked rags, and that's it. But I was doing pretty good damage. This is technically a bleed build. I'm not using bleed. I'm using a strength build because I forgot to actually switch my build like a dummy. But this thing will powerhouse bleed like crazy, especially with Barbaric Cry and that weapon arc that I was using to actually burst the ground below me. It stacks really well with this build. Just having straight up bleed damage. But you can also wear the talisman that makes bleed better as it procs in your vicinity. So when bleed actually procs, you get a damage boost. On top of that, you can actually use from the Barbaric Cry, you can use the Sword Dancer's talisman, which allows you, I'm pretty sure it's that one, which allows you on successive hits to gain more damage. each time, and then you can stack it on top of your flask, which allows you to do the same thing. You can also stack it on top of other things like your weight ratio if you didn't want to use the axe for his Bankai, and it's a fucking monster. Like, it's ridiculous how much bleed can do in this game, thanks to it being a percentage and not a set number, which I don't know if I agree with that or not, like it being a good thing or not. With PvP, it's a little wild, but with PvE, I guess it really doesn't matter. It's a single-player experience, more than likely, unless you're with a friend. But like I said, this is mostly just him hunting down hollows, looking for his first lieutenant, running around, and just having a blast with it, because it was a lot of fun to have this. But like I said, I take a lot of damage. This is new game plus 4, 4 to 5 on this character, and we're taking a chunk of damage every time we get hit. And I'm level 150 on this build. This is my strength build again. I'm very sorry. I use my strength build a lot for stuff, but I forgot to change it when it came to its stats and the weapons. And I just kind of kept it all the same just to show you guys it can work with any build you really want. You can make it a magic build, make it frostbite, or whatever the heck you guys want. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, like and subscribe. I'm going to leave a couple more things in the video later. With Kenpachi, it is a very big ordeal about his defenses, but also you can counteract that with talismans. But you want to kind of just have him building up power and soul pressure or aura as you're fighting. Make your damage buff as you're fighting, as you're building it up. That's really what I'm trying to get to and make you guys understand, so that you guys can have as much fun with the build as possible. Like I said, it's really good for a bleed build, because bleed is super, well, obviously does a lot of damage, but it's also super easy to buff off of bleed while you're fighting. So if you guys enjoyed this, please leave a like and subscribe. We're heading towards my 200 subscriber mark, which is really cool. We're just flying up there, and it is a lot of fun. But I'm hoping to pump out more videos for you guys so you guys can enjoy it. Have a good day, guys. Peace out.